Alright, this is on the, this should be all the same for the Generation 1 Sebring Convertible, 1996 through 2000. And I want to go through some of these things because sometimes people have a very simple problem and they might think it's a lot more than it is. Well, if you're lucky, it's a simple problem. Okay. If you take off, this is the power distribution center. Just, there's your positive, goes to here. Okay. And you got two covers. In the back, you got one cover, and they're marked. These are 4 relays. Okay. And then on the front, there's another cover. It's marked. There's 2, 4, 6 relays, and there's 2, 4, 6, 8 40 amp fuses, 20 amp fuses, and various smaller fuses. Now inside the cover, they're all marked what they're for. Now this back cover, I don't know, maybe people don't notice it, but it sits on there like this. You got to unclip it from that side, pull it off, okay, and they're marked. And actually goes like this. The auto shutdown relay, right? That's in here. The two relays for the fan and the starter relay is all in here. Now this is upside down, so like in other words, this says starter relay on this side, this, and hopefully that's your starter relay. Okay. Alright. This is your auto shutdown relay towards the front on the right side when I'm looking at it. Then you have your 2 relays for the fans, and these all appear to be the same part number. Okay, they list the same part number on the top. You have a high speed relay and a low speed relay. Okay, low speed relay, that's for the one single fan. It's a one single fan on a Generation 1. Now these relays back here, you have your AC relay, the first one, okay, power top relay, wiper relay, this for intermittent, high-low relay, fuel pump relay, and a TCM relay. Now sometimes these can corrode internally, so before you go checking everything, you might want to just try the relays first, try the fuses, and maybe your problem, if you're really lucky, it'll disappear. Now I know these cars have a small following, or whatever you want to call it, because there's not as many Chrysler Sebring convertibles produced as a Ford Mustang or whatever, so there's a lot less people out there. But I would say that this particular one from the 96 to 2000, which has the Mitsubishi engine in it, you're generally going to have a lot less problems with it older. And I just put the water pump in this car, and the water leak stopped. Everything's fine with it. Everything's good. But some of the more minor problems, usually to check for when something doesn't work, doesn't start, whatever, fuel pump doesn't pump fuel, check these relays first. It could be the simplest thing. Now I want to go over to, there's a lot of other fuses in here, 10 amps and 20 amps. They're all marked on the inside of the cover. Now if you're missing this cover, you could order this. This cover is available from not just a dealer, it's available from all kinds of parts, aftermarket parts manufacturers. It's easy to get if you're missing this. I don't think you are, but say it's unreadable or whatever. But this is something to check first before you really start going into some things and you think something serious is wrong. You may be lucky, it's just a bad relay. Now this is the fuses. Okay, this cover just sits on here. Put your hand in there, pull it straight out. It's got 3 clips on it, just pull it straight out. Now same thing on the inside of this cover. Really can't see it on this, but it lists exactly what all the fuses are for. And there's 2 things it doesn't really list, and I'll go over that right now. This relay here on the top, on the left, that's the headlight relay. Okay, the one below it is the horn relay. I'm going by the dealer service manual, okay? And this one is the rear window defroster relay. Now, if you look right here in the center, that's fuse 5. That fuse is actually a catch-all fuse for everything. If you want to like disconnect you know, all the parasitic draw from the interior lights or anything like that, you pull this fuse. They have it like that, so like on a dealer, if you pull that fuse and your car's sitting on a lot, there won't be a parasitic draw on a battery by mistake. That's why it's there. Sometimes when this fuse goes, it's rare. You know, I don't think it happens though sometimes. People go wonder why all these different things don't work on the interior. And it's not really listed exactly what it's for. It's actually like a catch-all. Just want to point that out. Now, I'm going to keep posting videos on this car because I found out that some people have some really crazy problems with these cars sometimes, and there's certain tricks and some things you wouldn't expect, like with aftermarket parts don't work right and that type of stuff. But I don't know, I get curious about things like this. Sometimes I like to just know how things work and get them working properly. But I wish Chrysler just stuck with this design of 1996 to 2000 and just improved upon it, because it would have been a lot better. But I don't know. I don't like, well, everybody has their opinions, but I don't like the newer ones as much. I think they're even tougher to work on. It's my personal opinion. But just want to point out a few simple tricks about this. So if you have any dumb little problems, you want to check the fuses and relays first. Check that fuse 5. If a lot of interior lights don't work at once, that could be the catch-all fuse. Check any of the relays. If you have a starting problem, a fuel pump problem, check those first. You might be lucky. And I personally, since those relays are so cheap, you really should change them if the car's like 10 years old. Just put new ones in. I mean, they're only like $2 each, and they could corrode internally. You don't know how, they're really old. Put some good ones in there, quality ones, $2 each, and that should improve reliability.